is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Jets going up against the Bills. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Ralph Wilson Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth with, as always, Charles Davis. Charles, a lot of times in the open, we focus on quarterbacks, running backs. What about the tight ends in this one?
Well, I think LR identified it really well because the tight ends are matchup nightmares nowadays. Who are you going to cover them with? Because really, they are pumped up wide receivers who can flat out run and use their body to create bigger plays. Cover them with a linebacker, cover them with a defensive back. Either way, they feel like they have the advantage.
Hopefully our colorblind friends will enjoy this one slightly better than last year. The Bills and Jets are underway. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. Oh, spinning away. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by their 6-year quarterback out of Virginia Tech. It's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
First carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Colton Schmidt now to kick it away. 3rd-year man out of UC Davis, just a stone's throw from Sacramento. 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets take possession. They'll come out in the pistol. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And here come the Bills. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And Charles, looking around the league, some movement, as there always is in the final week of the preseason going into the regular season. Mark Sanchez gets cut, finds a home in Dallas, though.
And quickly, because the Cowboys wanted to have a veteran backup as insurance with Dak Prescott taking over the team while Tony Romo rehabilitates his injury. But how about some of the other moves that are out there? Justin Hunter, a former 2nd-round pick of the Tennessee Titans, he ends up landing in Miami after getting cut by Tennessee. And boy, oh boy, D. Milliner, a first-round pick for the Jets. Doesn't have a home yet. I'd better be careful. He might want my seat next to you. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. It's a 0-0 game at half, so both sides obviously love their defense and hate their offense. Moving forward, we'll just have to see if it's the first to score that wins.
Thank you, Mr. Ridley. A scoreless first half, and now we're set for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They start the second half with a run by Forte. And some room to work. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Fitzpatrick on first down. To Decker over the middle. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Fitzpatrick to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll be a New York first.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Fresh set of downs here. Fitzpatrick now going to give to Forte. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. On second down, Forte. And there's a flag on the play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Holding offense. Still second down.
Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. This is Bilal Powell. And he's able to... And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And folks, kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
And now this becomes a question of, can they make this stand up? The defense has been impeccable thus far, and now they need to go out and finish strong.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, it looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One last shot for Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.